Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger, and right now in the fighting game community, it's DLC time. We got Gogeta coming out soon for Dragon Ball FighterZ, and we got the Terminator coming out soon for Mortal Kombat 11. Now, unlike Gogeta, hey, we already know a lot of what Gogeta's gonna be, right? For Terminator, we don't know a dang thing yet. So I thought it might be fun just to make a speculation video on what Terminator might play like in Mortal Kombat 11. Well, the first thing about Terminator, hey, he's a big robot, right? And he's a big Arnold Schwarzenegger robot, and yes, he will be looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger, so don't expect the big T-800 endoskeleton, especially because it doesn't play well with fatalities and stuff like that, right? If you have him look like Arnold, hey, you can do all the fatalities all you want. If he looks like a big robot skeleton, a lot of fatalities kind of just don't work the same way, right? So yeah, he is going to be Arnold, and he's going to have the appearance of the new movie, Terminator Dark Fate, I believe it's called, which also comes out, you know, around the same time as the DLC because marketing synergy and all that fun stuff. So I guess the first big question is, hey, what will he play like, right? And obviously the first thing that's going to come to your mind is, you know, guns, 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 guns. With that said, we do know, hey, he has at least one gun, right? In the combat pack reveal, he is seen with a shotgun. And considering the shotgun's probably his most used weapon overall throughout all the movies, I think that's plenty fair. And you can do a lot with a shotgun, to say the least, in a fighting game. So even something basic like this classic scene, right? Just walking forward and just unloading as you walk forward and just icing a dude, right? Could be someone similar to, like, say, Aaron Black, you know, his walk and shoot, right? Except, you know, obviously a special move or something and just, you know, going forward. It does bring up the one thing, too, on top of just having a million guns, is a big part of the Terminator is, you know, hey, he's pretty unstoppable, right? And, you know, that would normally imply in a lot of the fighting games super armor. And Mortal Kombat 11 is very, very light on the super armor outside of, like, interactables and, you know, fatal blows and stuff, right? So, is Terminator the character that's going to get a lot of super armor? Well, I doubt it, even though if anyone should, it really, I guess, should be him, because if Terminator is famous for anything other than just shooting folk, it's, you know, just tanking everything and withstanding everything, right? So I don't know if they'll introduce armor to him as a concept or something. It would be very welcome, definitely would fit with the character. Now, since we know the shotgun's going to happen here, it's in the character model and everything, you know, if there is any other weapon I would love to see him use, it would be the minigun. It's a very famous scene in Terminator 2, to be sure, but hey, you're not going to put in the movie character, not put in the famous scenes from the movies, right? He uses so many other weapons, but, you know, a basic assault rifle, a grenade launcher, like, you know, these things we've seen before, and plus, you know, hey, MK11 Jax has a grenade launcher anyways, right? But the minigun, oh my lord, you could do so many fun and cool things, just visually interesting, just absolutely putting down a firestorm of bullets on somebody, and I don't know, that I just think it'd be really cool. It'd probably be a bigger special, a lot of wind up, that kind of stuff, right? But yeah, I'm just even thinking like something like a brutality, right? A brutality with a minigun and just shredding a dude, that would be pretty fun and pretty sick. Now, with all the guns and all that, you'd think, hey, gotta be a zoning character, right? Well, I guess on paper I would agree with you, except for the fact, you know, once again, Terminator's meant to be this giant unstoppable guy, right? He doesn't, like, you know, backdash and run away and zone either, right? He definitely wants to move forward, at least, you know, in terms of thematics, and he's definitely a character I could envision having a command grab, because Terminator definitely grabs dudes and slams them around, right? So, as part of, like, just a pure playstyle, I'm just not sure. Perhaps it'll be something like one variation very heavy on the long range options, more of the zoning variation, another variation much more on the close range options, you know, just grabbing you by your neck and then shooting you or something like that, or command grab, just something like that, right? Now, for strings and normals, I have to assume it's going to be a little more on the basic side, you know, Terminator not so much one for, like, giant wheelhouse kicks and all that kind of stuff, right? Going to be more on the punchy-kicky kind of side of stuff, but that said, with MK11, you know, a lot more strings incorporate weapons, all that kind of stuff, so I would assume Terminator would be much the same. Maybe it could be like punch, kick, and pull out a pistol or something like that, just to add a lot more visual flavor to the character, because otherwise you're going to end up with something very basic, like, say, Jason in Mortal Kombat X. Terminator also a very strong candidate to bring back the unstoppable Jason mechanic, where he loses the round, but he can say if he has enough bar, he gets back up with a sliver of health and keeps going. So yes, I know Garrus also has that mechanic too, but that's not in the tournament variation, and as far as I'm concerned, if it's not in the tournament variation, it doesn't count. So I think Terminator a mighty fine candidate for it. I don't know, I just feel like Terminator has a lot to offer. I've seen him say in the community in various places, Twitter, forums, it's like, oh, he's just gonna shoot guns, and they wrote that off as a kind of a boring thing. But, to me, guns are screen control, and screen control is a very interesting way to play, so I don't know, I think it could be a lot of fun, especially because there's a lot of kind of guns, and they could all do a lot of stuff. The only thing, once again, I want to harp on it, I really feel like if any character's ever going to have super armor in this game, because super armor is very rare in Mortal Kombat 11, it has to be Terminator. Just even something as basic as, like we used the shotgun example earlier, right? Walk forward, just unloading with the shotgun. Give that armor or something. Like, if you enhance it, it'll give it armor. Something to that effect. It's not to say armor's unheard of, because there are a few examples, like, say, Nightwolf's buff, but not really outside of interactables in an offensive manner can we get armor outside of Fatal Blow. So I really, really, really hope he has something just to show how unstoppable he is as Terminator, just walking forward, doing his thing, and you want to stop him, but you can't because he's the Terminator. So part of the reason I'm making this video is just kind of an outlet for my own personal hype. Terminator 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love the Terminator, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm over the moon they're doing this, so I just really want to see what we can do, and we got no info yet. So with that said, these are some of the things I would like to see for the character, so please let me know in the comments what you would like to see, because I just want to talk Terminator, like, just what can he do, what can he bring to a fighting game, because I feel like it is a lot of stuff, and you can do a lot of interesting things with him. So I'm just really, really looking forward to it. So that said, I guess we're wrapping the video up. I just really hope Terminator's cool. I hope he has a lot to offer, man. I'm so looking forward to him. I can't wait. And I'm just pretty dang hype overall. Anyways, that's it for me. That's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Mortal Kombat.